To God be the glory. This is Prophetess Pastor Sharita Berry. And on this morning, I want to share something with those that are leadership in the body of the Yeshua HaMashiach and the body of Christ. What does mental health illness looks like? What does it smell like? And how does it sound? As leaders, mental health or mental illness looks all dressed up in a suit. For the men, a fine, lovely dress, high heels, and a nice, pretty nails, and a lace wig for us women. Because behind that and a smile, there is hurt, pain, stress, depression, anxiety, bipolar, personality disorders, paranoia, phobia, fear, shame, schizophrenia, to name a few. Mental illness doesn't have a target group of people it attaches itself to. Mental illness can happen at any age, at any time, and at a certain season in life. No matter what, it does happen. So many of us, yes, I said us because I used to suffer from deep depression in my early 20s. And later on, I suffered from stress, bad stress, and anxiety, along with a lot of phobia. Yes, that's a lot, I know. Just a few months ago, I was depressed. And at the same time, I was dealing with some hurt this past month. Still recovering from that, but God is a healer. While going through all that, I was still preaching, teaching, and giving words of prophecy. I still walked in my calling and did what God needed me to do. Even though doors was opening, I was still feeling down inside. I prayed for people and God moved on their behalf. I spoke a word in people's lives. God honored that. I prayed for healing and saw the hand of God heal people. So yes, signs, miracles, and wonders do follow if you believe. All this was going on while I was bleeding inside, but my smile, laughs, and my sassy mouth sell because I don't sugarcoat a thing, nor do I water down stuff. Laugh out loud. Kept me going on the outside. Yesterday, I saw a mental health post from a leader. His name is Apostle Ronald Brumby, and his post led me to post this for Mental Health Awareness Month. As a leader, we do go through some sort of mental health meltdown or breakdown for some because no one takes the time to say, hey, let's check on our pastor. Let's call the apostle to see if they need anything or help around the house. Or let's call the prophet to see if they need anything from the store or if we could come over and pray with them and for them. Or let's call the evangelist to let them know we will be having prayer shut-in for them over the weekend, or the teacher and say, hey, can we teach on Bible study, or do you need something typed up, or whatever the case. No one takes the time to check on leaders. A lot of leaders suffer in silence by themselves because they feel as if if they come out and tell the congregation, people will walk away from the church. Others may fear that their spouse may leave them. All sorts of things run through the mind of those that suffer from mental illness. Not all have crazy thoughts, but there are some that do. Over the course of several years, there were some leaders who succumbed to that mental illness and took their own life because no one knew of their private pain. Or some people say the demons they were fighting. Every time they would stand before every Saturday or Sunday and on Bible study nights and preach and pray for everyone. Not even their own family knew. I say all this to say, check on your leaders or those who cover you. Call them, text them, mail them a card, mail them a letter, message them on social media. If you have their address, stop past their home, leave a note, treat them to a cup of coffee, a donut, a lunch or dinner. As a leader, I can say we do go through a lot. Just because we are on social media don't mean a thing. We talk with God all day long because of the things we go through that you don't see. There are a lot of leaders within the body of Christ that's living with a mental health issue. And get this, everything is not the devil. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I wanted to share that with you all on this morning, as God placed it in my heart to post that on my social media page in reference to Mental Health Awareness Month for the month of May. The month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and our prayer petitions are for all those around the country and around the world that are suffering with a mental health condition.